Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 25th of December, 2021. This is just my weekly analysis video where I go over all the pairs I'm trading on the daily Forex charts, the daily time frame, using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So, it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to all of those that celebrate this day. It's been a quiet one for me thus far, but that's to be expected when you live by yourself in a communist sort of country. But no doubt I'll go and catch up with friends this afternoon. So let's have a look at the charts. Most of you are not probably trading at this time of the year, and I understand that, especially the day traders. I wouldn't be trading at all. But being a trader on the daily time frame, I just like to keep on top of the trade signals, and I always trade through Christmas. I don't know why, but I've always done it and never been a problem. But as I said, I trade off the daily time frame, so it's all good. Big welcome to anyone that's watching this video for the first time, or these videos for the first time. They're never the most exciting videos on the planet by any means. There's not much effort, editing or anything goes into them. Not a Hollywood production. If you do like the video, just hit, if you could you hit the like button or subscribe button? That'd be greatly appreciated. And all these trades that I call on these daily charts, they're called in my Facebook group, the Telegram channels, and also Matt from Family Man Trading's Discord channel. So anyone's more than welcome to join any of those channels or social media sites. There should be links in the description of the video below, which is great. So I call all trades live at the time. Also take screenshots of them all and post those screenshots in a shared folder. So it's all very transparent on the right edge of the chart. None of this is what I would have done 3 weeks ago sort of stuff. This is all at the time. So you see the good, the bad, and the really ugly at times with my trading. So let's get into it. What do we got to do? We've got to look at the news first, don't we? This is the week between Christmas and New Year is a nothing week. So here we are. This is Forex Factory economic calendar. It's free. It's easy. You can set it up in your local time, which I live in Vietnam, so this is all in Vietnamese time, which is good. I'm only interested in high impact, which is the red marked events, or the orange ones, which are the medium impact. And this is the week here from Monday. As you can see, it's public holidays all around in a lot of the major centres, the UK and Australia, New Zealand, Canada. I don't know, don't the US get holidays around Christmas? Who knows? But yeah, so they're the major. Remember, the UK is the biggest financial Forex market on the planet by a long shot. So if they're shutting down for a couple of days, you can assume that not much is going to happen. And not much happens during this week. This is a week you would definitely take off. So there's nothing to look at there at all for the week between today, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. We'll get back in the trading in early January. So that's it for the news, boring as. Before we get into the charts, I'll bring up this Word document. You will see a lot of different indicators or lines or colors on my charts that you may not be familiar with. This explains what the indicators are. So we've got 3 moving averages. There they are there. We've got a QMP filter, which is the red and green dots on the chart. Now, you can read what they're a combination of the MACD Platinum, which is this bottom indicator, and the QQE Advanced, which is not displayed on the chart. So all it is when they're in sync, the QQE Advanced, there's a cross on that, and there's a cross on the MACD Platinum. The dots, the QMP filter, Q stands for QQE, MP stands for MACD Platinum. I don't know why I call it a filter. To this day, I still don't know. Just sounded good at the time. So that explains that. Red trend lines represent confirmed or forming bearish divergence. Green trend lines bullish, forming or confirmed divergence. Blue trend lines are just something that's got my attention, like support, resistance levels, and trend line breaks, etc. Grey vertical lines are warning line. Sell trades are all in red. Buy trades are generally all in blue. So sell red, buy blue. Stop loss is red dotted line. Break even, normally a yellow dash line. You won't see too many of them. Big numbers, round numbers, parity, etc. Green dashed horizontal lines. The MACD Platinum is the indicator at the bottom of the chart. All it is a zero lag MACD. I don't know where the word platinum came from. It's an indicator I got when I was with a prop firm a long time ago, and it's an indicator I use for all my trading. It oscillates around the zero level. It is an oscillator like most oscillators do.
And generally I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. But we'll get into that on the charts. Let's have a look at the charts. So let's bring that up. Just slowly, I'm sort of half asleep here. All right, here's this is Trading View. Here's my watch list on the right. So it's only about, I think, 13, 14 pairs. Down to gold, I'm trading the three bottom ones, the US dollar, the US 500 and Bitcoin against US dollar. They're just for more out of curiosity. I'll put them there just for shits and giggles, basically. So this is my watch list. If it's highlighted in light blue, it means I've got a trade on. And I've taken some action. If there's no highlight, it means there's no trade on. If it's highlighted in orange, it means something I'm going to discuss in this video. It's either a new trade or stopped out. Something stopped out or adjusted something. I can tell you now there's no new trades for Monday, which is good because it saves me sort of getting up really early on Monday. There's no new trade setups for Monday, so there's just a few things to talk about. Let's get into the charts. So we'll start off, we're going in alphabetical order, so we'll start with the AusCAD. We'll get that up the top of the list. All right. Now, normally on my charts, you can read the latest trade. The most recent trade is on the right side here. So you'll see the trade, the pair name, the date, what the signal was, then my thoughts on the actual trade. So in this case, it's a buy signal on 9th of December. So here's the buy, the blue. So there's a buy signal here. You can read the reasons why I took the buy signal. So the MACD Platinum's below the zero level. We've got divergence. We're against the trend, so it's a high risk trade. We've taken it. It's gone up nicely, Now, I've drawn these red trend lines in preparation. Then nothing's been confirmed yet, but there's certainly potential at the moment, hidden bearish divergence forming. It hasn't formed yet. It hasn't been confirmed, but I'm looking for it. In the meantime, this has gone up into the MA. So in here somewhere, either on this candle here, probably the next candle, the big one, I probably would have closed half there because the MACD Platinum's through the zero level. We're against the trend. Close half, move the stop right up, jam it right up because we're against the trend. So the stop's in here. There's the buy there. We probably closed, say we closed. I'm not sure if I closed on this one or that one. I'm more than likely to look at the MACD Platinum. It would have been this. Yeah, it would have been. It may have been in here. So anyway, it doesn't matter. We can't lose on this trade. We cannot lose on this trade. It's we're up and now we're getting ready to sell. MACD Platinum's a long way above the zero level. We've got a warning line here, which means to me there's a red dot on the MACD Platinum here above the zero level. So I'm getting ready for a potential sell. But in the meantime, we're in a buy going well. It's AusCAD. Usd Japanese Yen. Now, this is one that really bummed me out. All right, so let's have a look here. Now, I've left these trades on the chart. They've both been stopped out. So we had a sell here. So this relates to the sell. If it's an older trade, you'll see it on the left normally. So we had a sell here. It's come down. We've already closed half, brought the stop down, come down nicely, come down. I've dragged the stop down here on this sell above this high, and that was stopped out on Thursday. So that I'll remove this from the chart once I'll just leave it on for the video. But once the video is finished, I will remove that, all that sell's gone. Now, since then, we took this buy on the 8th of December. Went up. Had a bit of a pullback. It was good. Then bang, up again. Up here into the MAs. It was a slightly high risk trade. So closing half and we're going through the MACD Platinum. Dragged my stop up below this low. Then a few days later, it come down, took my stop out by about 3 or 4 pips. Have a look at that. Took my stop out, then bounced straight back up. And I would love to be in this buy still, but I'm not. So overall profit, well and truly on the sell, small overall profit on the buy. So it did actually work out, but I'd rather be in this buy still. This happens sometimes. It just happens. So both trades are closed out. There's no trades on the Aussie Yen, but both winners, so it's not too bad. And in the meantime, let's have a look, see if we can set up for, no, nothing setting up as yet, but obviously the MACD Platinum's above the zero level, so next trade I'll be looking for is to sell if it sets up. So Aussie Yen, but out of both trades, stopped out both profitable, and we move on. Nothing on the Aus New Zealand, waiting on sell, I think. Aus USD, we're in a couple of trades here. Sell back here, which is this one. Very similar to the Oz Yen, except we're still in both these trades. It's come down, come down, come down. We've got this buy. So the sell's going well. There's the stop for the sell, and we're coming close to it. So we're locked in. We've already taken half off, and we're locking a little bit of profit. In the meantime, we've got this buy here. Look at this level here. Look at this. How good is that? This is a big number on the Aussie 70-cent level. This is a 75-cent level. They're numbers that are respected on the Aussie. It came down and hit 70 cents on the dot. And I'm telling you now, thousands of traders would have been buying on that level. And it's proved to be a winner thus far. It's gone up to 72 cents. We got in here. So we got pretty close to the load, so it's good. Took the buy, eventually broke this trend line, which I'd drawn. It's gone sideways for a while. MACD platinum through the zero level. I've already closed half and tightened up the stop. And the initial stop would have been down here. It's had another dig down towards the entry, and we've had another green dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level. So I've just tightened the stop right up above the entry, so we can't lose on the buy. We've already closed half, and now we're locking in a little bit of profit on the second part. And in the meantime, we're winning on the sell. So it's a good result all around on the Aussie. We're still in both trades, this partial sell and a partial buy. CAD Swiss highlighted in yellow. There's a reason for that. Yes. I may have mentioned this earlier in the week in the Facebook group or the Telegram channels, etc. I've had a few goes at this. You see, if I leave a grey line on, I took a buy there. Then my next buy was here. So this one was a failure. It got stopped out on this big move down. This buy here, took it here. It went up into the MAs. You know, I could have considered taking out half there, but I didn't because the MACD platinum is still a long way below the zero level. In the meantime, it's just fallen off a cliff, fallen off a cliff, fallen off a cliff. My stop, I hadn't moved it. Now, the stop actually took me out. So we're out of that buy for a loss, full loss. If the stop hadn't taken me out, I would have got out on the reverse QMP filter dot. It's much of muchness. So it stopped out. So that is another loss. That's two losses in a row. I'll tidy up this chart when I'm finished. I just want to leave it on here for the video. In the meantime, we've got more divergence forming. Again, you can see the regular. So we had hidden bullish divergence here. And now we've got regular bullish divergence. So it's a 1-2 on the divergences. And the MACD platinum still below the zero level. We've got a green dot on the MACD platinum below it. And that's why the grey warning line's there. So I'm looking to take a third buy on this pair. So yes, I'll just mark that up. I'll clean the chart up once I'm finished. Right, Euro, Aussie. Hopefully we're in a sell. Yep. In a sell here. In the meantime, it's gone nowhere. Had a pop down. MACD platinum eventually through the zero level in sort of this area here somewhere. Yeah, about there somewhere. So it would have been, in this candle here, I would have closed because that one's just not enough to give me any wiggle. I probably would have brought the stop down on this candle here. We've had two goes. The initial stop was up here somewhere, so it's a long way up. So the stop's now there, and we've come down. Definitely closed half now. Definitely we're through the zero level. Got a bit of profit on the table. Friday it just popped up. In the meantime, drawing again potential divergence. In this case, hidden bullish divergence. Nothing's been confirmed. I just keep on adjusting these every day. If they keep on going down, it goes below negative, then it's no longer valid, just remove them. It's just a bit of preparation, as I always say. So we're looking good. Euro, Aussie, partial sell still on. Can't lose overall, which is good. Euro, Swiss, this pair's been giving me some grief, I tell you. But the good thing is we're still in a sell here. And there's a stop there. So that's the only trade we've got on. I did have a go at a buy here. It failed. Got the buy here. I took it, but I don't know what happened. I think I got out of it. Must be high. That one's definitely a loser, but we've got this sell on, which offsets a loss. The trend's down, so I'm going to leave these with the trend trades on as much as I can. I normally try to keep my stop somewhere between the 50 and the 100 EMAs, so that's in there. Trend's down. You can see this trend line, and now it's just been going sideways. I think the last signal was this sell here. It's highlighted here. I didn't actually take it, and the reasons I didn't take it is, for me, the price didn't go back to the MAs close enough, and we're already on this low, and it just didn't look like a good setup to me. Even though there's hidden bearish divergence, which is what I'd take, every day of the week. But for some reason, price didn't come back close enough to the MA for my liking. Look, it could prove to be, you could take the sell and it'd be a winner. The MACD Platinum's above the zero level, but it's just I didn't take it. I'm already in a partial sell, so I wasn't going to push my luck. So yeah, it's been a tough bit of trade on the daily time frame lately. This one, Euro Swiss, Euro Yen. Let's have a look at that. Right, we're in two trades again. It's a bit messy, but let's move that across there a bit so you can read it. So 25th of October, a long time ago, we took a sell up here. This is the daily time frame. 25th of October sounds like an eternity for a day trader, but it's not that long really. What, 2 months? Was it October, November? Yeah, 2 months exactly. So we've come down nicely, closed out half, dragged the stop down. So the stop's in this area here. It's amongst the MAs at the moment, and you can see the structure of the market is not been that pleasant. It's a bit sideways, a bit not sure which way it's going. Had a nice uptrend up here on the left, then pulled down and sort of just meandering, bouncing off this sort of support level here a few times. That's why the blue lines are in there. This trend line, I had to go to buy in here, which I thought was a really good signal, and it was stopped out. And this is my second attempt at a buy. Stops here. Let's have a look. What are we doing? There's the 9th of December, new buy, slightly higher risk trade. Yeah, second attempt to buy. MACD Platinum still below the zero level. Drew this trend line, so I took it on a break of a trend line, and straight away it went against me. That's Murphy's Law. And then we had a nice pop up, and it's come back against me, then it's popped back up, going up again. In the meantime, so we're in a partial sell. The buy, I haven't closed out half yet. I'm just going to give it a couple of days and see how we go. It might just pop up a bit higher. Then I'll drag the stop right up and close half. It's getting a bit too messy in here for my liking. But that's the Euro Yen. Euro USD. This is a pair that everyone trades. Most popular pair that's traded on the planet. I think about 20, nearly accounts for nearly accounts for about 23%, I think, of the total market traded. And if you are trading this for the last, that's about 20 days there, which is a trading month. That is a lot of sideways action. Doesn't look like much, but that's 1 month of actually going nowhere anytime fast. This shows you the state of the market at the moment. In the meantime, we're going to sell here. 9th of September, going back a long way now. 27th of October, another sell. And the last one was this buy here on the 29th of November. So like I said, a month of going nowhere. I've just tightened up the stop there. Both the stops for the sell are down here. So the sells, they're partial sells. In the meantime, this buy, I think I've been for 2 weeks now, so you probably could have got out of this trade any time for a small loss or a small profit or a break even, because it's just going nowhere. The trend's down, so I'm happy to be in the sells. The MACD Platinum's above the zero level. We've got a new red dot on the MACD Platinum, hence the grey vertical line. So I'm thinking more sell again. The MAs are starting to come closer to price, or price is going to the MAs. Bit of divergence forming there, potential hidden bearish divergence. So it wouldn't hurt to get out of that buy. If you're just in the buy and the buy only, if you can get out of break even, I would. And just wait. Because I'm in two sells, I'm partial sells that are still going well. I'm not going to worry about the buy. I'll just tighten the stop right up now below these lows here, and we'll see how we go. But definitely looking for a sell now on the Euro USD. Pound Swiss in a couple of trades. Now, let's have a look. Sell here. So this is a sell, 29th of November. It's been tough to trade this pair recently because it's just range bound. Look at this. It's just not going anywhere. No big moves. So pair I don't mind trading. So we had this sell here. You can read the notes, as I always say. What's happened here? It's gone down. We've had a bit of a move, so I've dragged the stop down. Sort of stalled in this area a bit. Got a buy signal here, so I've taken a buy. That was a higher risk trade because trading against the trend. This is coming through. Trading against the trend, but we had regular bullish divergence, so we take the trade. And like I say, if you're trading against the trend, it's high risk. You don't go on with if you normally trade with 2% risk, you would go and say it was 1% or 1.5%. Rate your trades, rate your trades. I've got 3 levels. I call them R1, R2, and R3, risk 1, risk 2, and risk 3. If it's risk 1, it's against a trend or a really ugly setup. Risk 2 for me is with the trend but not great, or against the trend but has supporting divergence, which is this sort of case here. And R3 is the one I load up on. It's with the trend and normally hidden divergence, or really good setup, like where prices at extremes, like a long way from the MAs, or the MACD platinum's a long way from the 0 level. So I just rate the trades. So we're going to buy and a sell, and what we've done here is we've closed half on both because this has just gone nowhere fast. Now this high here may have stopped me out. It may have. It's about 2.5 pips shy. Now, depending on the spread at the time, I don't know. I don't trade on TradingView. I trade on MT4 and MT5, and I wasn't stopped out on my private trading. So I'm calling it as a very close, but not close enough. You can see the high there. If you look up here, see the high. I'll just put the cursor over there. You can see where my stop level's 23747. There's the high I put on there. You can look at the high 23721. So we're a couple of about 5 pips, 2.5 pips or something. So I'm saying we weren't stopped out, and my trade I've actually got on this wasn't stopped out. So we'll call it as that. So we're at a sell still, partial sell at about break even, and a buy, which the stop's been tightened right up, going nowhere fast. Pound yen. All right, what happened here? We're in a sell here, back here, the 25th of October, popular day. I had a buy in here, it failed. We got stopped out in sort of this level here, just before the red dot appeared. Took a second buy here. In the meantime, the sell stop was brought down into this area here, and it was stopped out. So the sell, that's why it's highlighted in orange. The sell's been stopped out, so I'll tidy up the chart once I finish the video. So we've been stopped out on the sell. In the meantime, the buy, we took a buy in here. It was a bit messy. You can read the notes. Took it, big support level here. There's divergence, sort of a confluence, I guess you call it. Went nowhere for a while, popped up, then popped back down, then popped back up. I've dragged my stop, but you would have closed half by now, probably on this candle here somewhere. When it got in the MAs, close half, bring the stop up. But we're stopped out in the sell, buy's going well, so it's all good. Pound New Zealand, another one didn't highlight in, don't know why, I'll tell you why. All right, took a buy here, so that's going well. Going, that's going all right. Yeah, oh yeah, now I know why it's highlighted. So the buy's going well. In the meantime, I've got a sell signal here. You can see the nice resistance level. This is for the sell here. You can read about it. I thought it was a pretty good setup. Went down nicely one day after, which is good. MACD platinum still a long way above the 0 level. Then it's got down and it's popped back up. It hasn't threatened my stop, but then we've got this green QMP filter dot. So to me, that's enough to get out of the trade. So I'm out of that sell in this area here. Instead of letting it go all the way to the stop, I'm out here. That's why it's highlighted. I'm out of the sell for a loss. In the meantime, I'm still locking in a profit on the buy. So it's not the end of the world. And now what I'm doing is looking for a potential new sell. So the MACD platinum is still above the 0. We've got potential divergence forming there. You can see prices going higher, MACD's lower. So looking for another sell to see if we can recoup some of these losses. In the meantime, we've still got a partial buy on. So that's why that's highlighted. I'll tidy up that chart and I'll get rid of that latest sell trade. Pound USD, I think we're in a buy here. Yeah, in a buy. Went sideways. Eventually popped up. I don't think I may have. See, this is a tough one here because we're through the MACD platinum on this bullish candle here. You know, close half. I'll probably drag my stop up there. I've got to call it there. I can't remember what I did on this one. We're still in the sell from the 28th of October, so we've still got a partial sell-in, locking lots of profit there. You can read the notes of the sell. And yeah, this buy was taken so the buy was taken here initially, and the stop would have been down here. It stopped out. Meanwhile, still divergence, good divergence. buy signal remains valid. Drew this trend line across the lows here, broke here. Here's the entry. So you can read the notes there. Second attempt at a buy, valid, taking a trend line break. So that was called at the time. As I said, I call all my trades at the time on the day and take the screenshots exactly so you can see them all. They're in a shared folder, and I post them in all those groups, etc. Went nowhere for a few days, then came down and popped up nicely into the MAs. Now, if you hadn't taken half in here somewhere, definitely take half and it hits that 50. We're through the MACD platinum through the zero levels against the trend. Dragged my stop up, got locking in profit both ways. Can't lose on that one. New Zealand CAD in a buy here, going nowhere fast. Hits the MAs, MACD platinum through the zero level, close half, drag the stop up. The trend's the MA's starting to spread to the downside. Now potentially setting up for a sell trade. MACD platinum above the zero level, potential hidden bearish divergence forming. That was a previous buy, that's why that one's highlighted there. So this is my second attempt at a buy here, as it might show there. Second go, to buy, if you read the notes there. So we're locked. We've locked a little bit of profit on the first. Overall, we can't lose. Even if it takes out the stop now, overall, we're going to make a little bit of profit. Not much. Not enough to offset the previous loss, but so here we go. USD Japanese Yen. A couple of trades. Buy back here a long time ago, 24 September. Still on that one. We've had a few trades in here in the meantime they've worked out all right. Or hang on, let's rephrase that. They worked out. We didn't lose anything. So we didn't lose anything through here at all, I don't think, if my memory serves me correctly. And the last trade we took was this buy here. It wasn't a really great setup, but it's sort of meandering. The USD Japanese Yen, it can get stuck in a range, this pair. I used to love trading this pair back in the early 2000s, but now it's just a dead lame duck sometimes. Anywho, so we're in a buy for this one with a stop there. In a buy here, I've tightened the stop right up. It's going nowhere fast. We're popping through, the MACD platinum's popping through the zero level now. And I've just tightened the stop right up, that's all. Because I've got profit on this one. We haven't lost in here anywhere, so I can just tighten it up. It's going nowhere fast. Ideally, we want to break this previous high here to really give us some push to the upside. Probably get rid of that red trend line. It's no longer valid. Just cluttering up the charts. So that's a USD Japanese Yen. USD Singapore dollar highlighted in orange for a reason, and because our previous buy from the 25th of October, the buy here, it was a nice one. MACD platinum went through the zero level, popped up here, closed half, dragged the stop up, and kept on going, break these previous highs. Stop's been dragged right up. See, it's in that sort of area between the 50 and the 100. In the meantime, took a sell here. The initial stop was up here. It's gone against me. Never threatened to stop. Came back down nicely. Then popped back up. Again, didn't break the previous highs. Came down, got up again. Hadn't broke the previous highs. Eventually rolled over. So I've dragged the stop right down here now for this sell. MACD platinum's well and truly through the zero level. And in the meantime, I've been stopped out on the remaining buy for an overall profit on that buy trade. So we're in a sell now. We'll probably, if we got stopped out, it'd probably be sort of an overall break even, maybe a small loss, but we've made some good money on the buy side. So it's a USD Singapore dollar. I'll tidy that chart up. Gold, XAU, USD, gold in a sell back here. Again, read the notes, 22nd of November. It worked out well. Came in here, we closed out half in here somewhere, anywhere in here you would have closed. MACD platinum through the zero level, prices in the MAs, etc. And then the next trade was this buy. We took that. Remember, we were stopped out just by a couple of pips on this spike down. That's why it's got the grey line there. Then I drew this trend line across here, and we got a buy on a trend line break. So that's a second attempt at it. I'm pretty sure that'll cover it in my notes there. It's a re-entry on a trend line break. And it's going up. So the stop for the sell, we're locking in profit to sell. Buy, I've dragged the stop right up. The MACD platinum through the zero level. Trend's very flat. So if we do take a loss in the buy, it's not going to be a big one at all. The initial stop was down here. We've tightened that right up. So yeah, we're good. We're good on the gold. Don't have to change any charts there. So just have a look at these other ones. US dollar. I just follow these because I'm curious to see how my system goes with it. trading view, got rid of my trend lines again. It hasn't broken this high here, and it's very similar. Wait to the next chart, US 500, US dollar and US 500. Look at this. Remember that blue line there and the way the price is moving. So it hasn't broken the highs. Probably get rid of that grey vertical line because now we've got another red dot. The last signal was a sell there, and your stop would have been up here. And so here we go. So look at the US 500. It's very similar, if I remember rightly. Big top again, big uptrend. Now it looks like we're trying to. This is the US stock market, so it's got a bullish bias. So I just put this on the charts just to have a look and see how we go. Like there's a sell signal there, but whether you take it or not, who's going to trade against the US stock market? You're better off just taking the buys. In the meantime, the last trade signal was a buy here. It's gone up, hasn't broken the previous highs, had a couple of goes at it and come down. Then it's gone back up again, and we've got another green dot below the zero level. And it looks like we closed pretty close to a high. We're getting close to an all-time high. Break this blue line here convincingly, and we're up to the upside. Bitcoin against the US dollar. I do trade cryptos, but I'm in Ethereum. But Bitcoin's the big brother. I guess if you compare it to gold and silver, Bitcoin's gold and Ethereum's like silver, not like poor cousin. I don't know how you can describe it. Bitcoin's the granddaddy though. So these numbers here, the green levels are 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 levels. We're again around this 50. We've seen found some support in this area here. Last signal was a buy in this level, which has come down and start heading the right direction. So I just follow this because I am getting more into crypto and looking at it more. And as the years go on, obviously we're getting more data. It's becoming way more established. I think one of the guys posted a video in the Telegram channel the other day. There was a guy talking about, I think it was dated 2013. And Bitcoin, I think around there was $200 and something, and he was saying, "Look, buy it. If you buy it, you spend $1 on it, buy it. It'll make you a rich man. Trust me." I wish I'd listened to him. Anyway, so that's it for the charts, guys. Let's now go back to that Word document in case you missed what any of the dots meant. Take a screenshot of this or pause the video and read it. And I'm open to anyone's got any questions or wants to discuss anything trading, post it at any of the social media sites. Happy to discuss anything to do with trading, not necessarily just my stuff or my setups. And as I always say, look at my ideas. If you like them, take them, make them your own. If you like the MACD Platinum, but you don't like my QMP filter, who cares? You don't like my moving averages, use your own settings. It's just a framework for your own trading system. Make it your own, own it, become good at it. Except there's going to be losses along the way, and just get on with it. It gets boring, it gets routine, and it should be. You want to have low stress and just make your 4, 5, 6, 7% a month. That's what you want to do. So that's it in a nutshell. All right, Christmas Day. I've got things to do, people to see, places to go, beers to drink, and food to eat. Enjoy your day, everyone. Stay safe wherever you are. Thanks for watching the video, and I will chat to you guys next week. Merry Christmas to all of you that are celebrating it, and for those that aren't, just stay safe wherever you are. Enjoy time with friends and family. Cheers.